So you have to right click on it, and then you will get an option create group. So you will be displayed one pop-up with the customer names. I mean, whatever the customer names is available. So all those customer names will be available here. Now in this, how we will do the grouping is, it is just the simple way, like you can just select and click on control and you can click on it. Since we are selecting all the A related customers, so I'm just holding out the shift and I'm just clicking on the down arrow, so it will be selecting all the so I have selected all the A group. Now I have to group them. How I need to group is, so you need to click on this group. So here it came like an, so I just kept like an A group, so I'm going to give the name for them is like an A group. So if you click this drop down, so you will see all the A related names are went into this A group. So now likewise, let me just do it for the B also. B group. Let's do it for a couple of and things, and then we'll click on I'll tell you one option here, include other, you might have observing here. So what happens is if you click on it, so whatever the things you have grouped, so it will be grouping under those categories, and rest everything will go into the others. So now I did grouping for 3 A B C. Now what I'll do, I'll click on include other. What it will do is rest all whatever is available, it will go under others. Okay, so now I did this grouping. So this name is like a customer name group, so I'll be clicking OK. So if you see, so this is the original customer name, and if you see here, so with the attachment symbol you have seen the one more field which is created here. So that is nothing but the customer name group which you have created. Okay, now observe this. So we will see whether those names whatever we have created which is coming correct or not. If you see, all the A related ones, so is falling under this, and the other will have everything from D till Z. Okay, so now you would like to just showcase the sales for this. It will show that. So A, B, C. So this is about the groups. It's like, so if you'd like to group anything in your data on your own, and if you'd like to represent it, so you can make use of the groups. Okay. So let's say same way, mm, we'll go for the product name. Same in this case, to start with A and everything is there, but you felt like a little difficult to find out something. Then what you can do is you can click on this find option, and here if you see contains start with the exact match. So what I'll do here is contains maybe I'll keep colors. So I'll just click on find all. So wherever the name this word colors is available, so it will just highlight everything in this complete list. Okay, so now if you click on that group, so it will be coming here. What I'll do now is color group. So everything whichever contains colors, it came. Now what I'll do is whichever is starts with, and range will be all. Okay, find all. So what I'll do a grouping now, a group. Likewise, you can keep the exact match also. So it's like if you have specific name exactly, so that you can give. So specific name should be always. So even if it is a space also there, you should give the exact one and you should keep it here. Then it will match that value. Okay. So then you can just click on that and you can do that. So or else you don't want to just do anything. So you can just click on the reset option and you can do that. Okay, so these are the grouping options what you have. So how you can group. So why? Because see, sometimes it's like manually if you'd like to just go like this, so it will be little difficult for you. So maybe you can click on this find option and you can click on starts with, and wherever it starts with a, you can just select them and group it and name it as an a group, like that. Okay, so this is about the grouping. Okay, now we have the sets. So the next topic is sets. Okay, so how this sets will work. So generally, let's let me just do something. Mm, mm, okay, before discussing the sets, okay, let me tell you one principle, 80-20 principle. So I'm not sure so whether you guys know about this earlier, but let me just tell you what this 80-20 principle is. So with 80% of the sales, I mean like so 80% of the sales whatever you have is happening with 20% of the customers, or you can say in a reverse way, like 20% of the customers is giving 80% of sales. So that is the 80-20 principle. It is for the any business. Okay, even when you are having any business with you, you'll generally see like, so 80% of your profit is coming with the 20% of investment, something like that. So let's say you have an turnover of 100 million, so your investment is like a 20 million and you have got some profit of 80 million. So that is also an 80-20 principle. So that is how it will work. So now in this case also, what I would like to show is, so in all these customers, so maybe we have a lot of customers here. So among this I would like to find out 80% of the customers, sorry, 80% of the sales using 20% of the customers, so that I can know that okay, so these are the customers we have, and with this customers we got the 80% of the sales. Okay, so to do that, how we can create that set. So generally what we can do is, so let's go to the customer name and create set. So the moment you click on set, what happens is, so in the set again, okay, so you can select manually also, or you can give some conditions also, and even you can write the formula. I mean, so once we go with the calculations, you will understand that. So here I'll be doing like a 20 customers I'll give. So not 20, it will be almost less. I'll give 200. Okay, set has been created. I'll remove this. If you observe something, it says in and out. The moment I drag, okay, I forgot to tell you this. See, the set symbol is like this. So if you can see about this circles here, which is nothing but the Venn diagram symbol you will get for the set. Okay. So the moment I created the set, what it does is in and out values. Okay. So what is this in and out value here is, if you see here, right now we just given our 200 customers. So 200 customer sales is something this. Okay. So if you see, the 200 customers value is something like a 12 lakhs, but the rest of the customers whatever we have is 10 lakhs. So maybe like an as a 20 80 20 principle. So we don't know how many are the exact count of the customer names here. So you just randomly given like a 200. Okay. So assume that the customers are 10,000 here, and put it on the um like an 200, right? What I did, now I'll give for out of 10,000, if you go for it, so almost 2,000 it will come. So let's say how much it will show. There is no change. See, almost everything is coming into in here. Let's change the value. I mean, actually we should decrease it. I'll keep 1500. Still it is there. Let me give 1000. No. Okay, I think almost all the values are coming in top only. There is very less values. Okay. So if you see, almost just the 500 customers itself is giving your 80% of the sales. So this might be the case also. Okay. But here, if you observe, the rest of the sales is coming with the lot of customers who are left. Okay. So just to let you know how much is the count of customer names, we will see. Then we'll get to know out of how many customers we are getting this much of value. So it just 9994 only. So out of which only with 500 customers only you are getting almost this value. So 20 lakhs and something, and almost it's more than 80% also it is showing with the 500 customers itself. So if I mean this type of case also will come, but generally that principle what I told is satisfying this, because only with 500 customers, not even like you are going with the 20% also there, maybe like a 5% you are going, and your achievement is going here. Okay, so this is how the sets will work. So again, so let's say uh, I have one more set. Okay, what I'll do is, if you go here, create a combination set, what will happen is, I think initially we have discussed about the joins. Okay, so this will work like that. Um, you can combine two sets actually. So using the same customer, you can create one more customer, and then you can maybe here we have given like a 500, right? So maybe in the next set you can create with the 200, or maybe the 1000, maybe bottom 1000 or something. Then maybe you try to combine them, or maybe if you'd like to just share the numbers, like what are the common customers among bottom and top, if you'd like to show. So using these sets you can do that. Just randomly give it. So this is about the groups and sets in Tableau. Okay. So I think hope you guys understood this groups and sets concept. Okay. So if you understood this in this topics, whatever we have discussed, the filtering, sorting, and the groups and sets. So do you guys have any doubts in it? Why? Because based on all this, I'm going to give you one scenario to you guys to practice it. So that will make you a little more clear. So okay.